Wait, did he just grab her throat? That's what one of the recruits blurted out as the entire classroom fell into stunned, dead silence. Desks scraped back, jaws dropped, and every head turned toward the chaos unfolding at the front of the room. A 6-foot, 200-pound Navy trainee wrapping his hand around the throat of their instructor. Not a sparring move, not training, an actual choke. And the woman on the receiving end? Ms. Reese, lean, toned, in a tank top and tactical pants. Hair tied back, face unreadable, pulse steady. She didn't yell, she didn't panic, she didn't need to. Because 3 seconds later, he was flat on his back, groaning on the floor, and she was standing over him like nothing had happened. Nate Lauren had been a problem since day one. Cocky, disrespectful, louder than his rank could back up. He mocked the drills, snorted when she demonstrated takedowns, whispered soft behind her back. Everyone knew it, but no one stopped him. Until today. When she gave him a direct order to fall in line and he refused, she walked toward him. Calm, unshaken, that's when he snapped and went for her throat like it was a game. But what he didn't know, what none of them knew, was that Ms. Reese wasn't just an instructor with a whistle. She was a former Navy SEAL, one of the few women to ever pass Bud S. She had fought in real wars, been captured, escaped, saved lives, taken them, and she had muscle memory you only earn from years in hell. She caught his wrist mid-air, rotated under it, and dropped him with a takedown so fast the other recruits didn't even see the full motion. In an instant, she had his arm twisted, his face pinned to the ground, and her knee pressed firmly into his spine. Controlled, clinical, devastating, he couldn't move, couldn't breathe. And just when it looked like she might snap his arm, she leaned down and whispered something into his ear. No one could hear it. But whatever it was turned his face pale. Then she stood, brushed herself off, and with zero emotion said, "Class dismissed." No one moved. Not one sound. The recruits just stood there, wide-eyed, like they'd just witnessed a myth come to life. The truth was, Reese had never wanted this job. She had left the military 5 years earlier after losing too many friends and carrying too many secrets. But command called her back for one reason: discipline had been slipping. New recruits were too loud, too cocky, too soft. They needed someone to reset the tone, not with shouting or threats, but with presence, her presence. She warned the base commander on day one. "I don't do warnings, I do examples." Today she made one. By that evening, the entire training facility knew. Recruits were texting their buddies in other classes. Someone had caught the slam on a blurry phone camera. The video went viral in private circles. SEAL instructor levels loudmouth became the unofficial title. A few even started calling her the Reaper in Reeboks. No one dared speak over her again. The next morning, every student was standing at attention before she even walked in. When she entered, they didn't say a word. She walked to the whiteboard, picked up a marker, and wrote 7 words. "Power means nothing if you can't control it." Then she turned to face them, calm, composed, deadly clear. She told them this wasn't about being the strongest or the fastest. It was about being smart under pressure, focused under fire, because the battlefield doesn't care how loud you are, and neither does she. That day, every single recruit gave her 100%. No backtalk, no swagger, just sweat, silence, and full attention. Nate didn't return. He requested a transfer within 24 hours. But before he left, he asked for a private conversation with her. No one knows what she said, but when he walked out, his posture was different. Not defeated, just humbled. The only thing he told the others was, "She could have broken me. She didn't. And that's what makes her dangerous." From that day forward, Ms. Reese wasn't just the female instructor. She became a legend, a walking lesson. Every recruit knew the story, the one about the guy who grabbed her by the throat and got a first-hand reminder of what real combat looks like. They say true warriors don't need to raise their voice. Ms. Reese didn't even raise her heartbeat. Before we end this story, let us know in the comments where you're watching from. We'd love to hear. If this story fired you up, subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, and drop a karma in the comments below. Because respect isn't given, it's earned in under 3 seconds.